Alright, this is the easiest way that I found to change a vehicle speed sensor in a 2000 Nissan Quest. I already removed the bolt that was in the back side right here, and I hit it a few times with the chisel to knock this bracket off of the speed sensor that is under the car here somewhere. And we'll get to that later maybe. So then, from here, grabbed a little pair of pliers and twisted down at the bottom of the speed sensor. Can you see it? Where is it? Where's my hand? Until it started moving. It didn't take much effort to get that going at all. I did spray it down with some sprayable lubricant a couple days ago, some PB Blaster. I do not know if that gave me any benefit. Now let me go back to my little tool collection here. Once you get it to this point, you can just kind of hit the edge of it with a screwdriver and knock it right out. And out comes the speed sensor. Now I haven't unhooked the couplings to it yet, but I'll do that now and get it the rest of the way out. So on the back side of the speed sensor, you see this coupling. There's two clips that hook on the coupler to the speed sensor. You just kind of push both of them up. Obviously it's out of the vehicle now. It's a little bit hard to take a one-handed video while using two hands to pull that coupler off. Next we're going to have to pull this off of the speed sensor, because this does not come with a new speed sensor. Now sometimes you'll run into situations on the speed sensor where this pinion is actually broken itself. This one still seems to be in pretty good shape, so I'm not going to have to order that part and put it on the new speed sensor. I'm cleaning it up a little bit before I put it back in. You'll see there's a little bit of gunk on it, but I'll be back in a minute. So this is a new pinion gear that I had to get for it. After I looked at it and played around with it a little bit, I did notice, like I said earlier, that all the teeth were in place. But on the old speed sensor, the shaft right here was actually kind of seized up and was real difficult to turn, and the square end inside of it, on this end of the shaft, had actually rounded out inside of this pinion in here. So what I would recommend if you were to replace the speed sensor is to get the new pinion. It is a dealer part. I called Nissan first. It was about 10 bucks at Nissan. Then I called a Ford dealership, and it was only 5 bucks at the Ford dealership. Same part, same piece. One thing you got to look out for is make sure you get the right number, the gear with the right number of teeth. I think this one actually has 32 teeth instead of, some of them have 16 or 18 or 24. But you want to get the 32 tooth pinion or 32 tooth gear. And you can see here on the sensor itself where I had my pliers on it. I wasn't pulling on this plastic part. I've seen some people actually break this off to try to get it out when they're pulling out from the top side. There's really no need to go through the top side and pull the air box and all the vacuum lines and air lines that go in and out of the vacuum box or air box. This is a whole lot easier. And to be honest, I played around with it for about a half an hour before I decided to grab a hold of it with the pliers from the bottom. And like I said, I was able to wiggle it out, get a hold of that lip, and just pop it a couple times with a screwdriver, not much pressure with a hammer at all, and it just slid right out. And then here's just a little video of the three parts: the speed sensor, the retaining clip, and then the pinion. The retaining clip just holds the pinion into this location on the speed sensor.